Yo, what's up YouTube world? Alright, check it out. We almost had Christmas disaster at our house today because my wife went to brew a Keurig and it wouldn't work. Like, the pump turned on, you could hear it work, you could hear water warm up, but nothing would come out the hose. She tried 3 different K-cups, and anyway, so here we go. We made beignets this morning and everything was beautiful. And so I started taking it apart. It only took like 2 screws here, 2 screws here, and 2 screws here, and I got it off. And when I took it off, I could see there was coffee grounds in the bottom of this, like it was attached, but it was kind of black in there. So all I did was unscrew this, lift this little ring right here. I pushed it back so I could pop this off. Then I turned it on, I hit the small cup. It pushed the water out, so I knew it was working then, right? So I rinsed this piece out. This piece is the piece that has the little metal thing that penetrates the K-cup. So now I'll put it back together again, and y'all can watch me put it back together again real quick, so now you don't have to watch me disassemble it. So you just put this little rubber grommet back on the bottom of that. You stick this little piece through the holes. You put this dude back on to the top of that because it has to be real secure in there. You don't want this sucker going off. And this is honestly, this is the toughest part of the whole deal because you have to pull that back and you have to push that on real good. And so what I got here is, yeah. All right, y'all, finally got that little plastic grommet down. I had to use this little hex tool so I didn't penetrate the rubber thing here. So I just pushed it down gently around all sides. It finally went on. Now we're ready to start throwing the screws back in here. So I'm just gonna, other screws go into there. Get to go fishing. Going fishing, y'all. I'm not a big fisher guy myself. I like to bike, but I got her. Got that screw.
Do you want me to pause it?
Almost. And okay, I'll be back in just a second. I'm gonna put these other screws in these, and then I'll show you how I put this back on. All right, y'all, we got both of those screws back on. This piece is back on that has the metal hard piece in it. Now I'm putting this back on. You just slip it in there and this stays together. It has to stay together. And it slips onto these little brackets right here, those little curves. And that right there, and it slides in, and then you use the screw that has the washer on it, and you'll screw those back in, and then you'll have a screw right here that screws this piece into here. So there's 2 screws up there, and you'll put those through there and you'll screw them in, and then rock and roll. You're ready to go again. So just so y'all know, again, I had coffee grounds up in here. I had coffee grounds in that piece, and they just wouldn't come out. Like my wife's had this problem before, and I was able just to get a toothbrush and clean off the little metal spike that goes into it, but there were so many coffee grounds in it this time it wouldn't push water down. So hopefully this helps you. Merry Christmas and God bless. All right, the moment of truth, y'all. Got it all put back together. Toss this sucker down. Pick our cup of coffee. See the motor's running, it's warming it right now. It's warming it up. And the water's getting hot. And before, nothing would come out. Now it would just stop and click. It would click. But now it's actually dripping. All right, look at that stream of weak man's water. No, just kidding. All right.